All right, Shalom. First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Onto this like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. We'll make sure I'm still on because I was recording and oh boy, I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay, and I was recording and then it didn't record. All right, so this is from this page, Pink Book Lessons dealing with the hot subject. Well, for me, to the spirit today was what's going on in Chicago. It happened a couple of days ago. One brother was on it from the beginning, from the jump. So this is the results of the parents seeing what happened, hearing what happened, and instead of them stepping up, so to speak, they blaming the school. So this lady, which not the lady that does this, I forgot what's her name, but she bring out some good content, and we need more women like this. Her other woman was what, Reva, because there's a couple of other women out there that get on black women's case, and naturally so, because if when we do it, there's always resistance, but obviously the black woman has some mental disorder because they just full of hatred. All right, they just literally full of hatred. So I'm gonna let this thing play out. Long one, I could bring out the same scriptures. Spirit hit me again, and we'll go from there. Also, there's like a delay on this video, so they're gonna be talking and it's not gonna fit. This is the way how she recorded it, but the message is clear as day. So I'm gonna let this thing play out.
And here's one of the members of the community in Chicago. She's arguing back and forth with a black man that's telling them the issue that happened at the school where all those kids jumped on a 33-year-old woman, her 90-year-old son and daughter. He's telling them it's a problem in the black community. While the mother here, she's placing all the blame on the school. She said the public school system is the issue here because they can't control the kids anymore, and they're the ones that allow the mother and her kids to get jumped. When, from my understanding, this happened a couple of blocks away from the school as they walked home. But yeah, this woman here, she's blaming the whole situation on the school system while the brother talking to them, he's trying to get them to understand and recognize this is an issue with the black community. And see, I'll take it even further. It's an issue in the black households, in the black community, broken households, single parent households led by women. There's no real leadership in the house. And this is how you get children misbehaving like this, jumping on mothers in the community and their children. But they don't want to hear that though. They just want to blame everybody else. They want to blame principals and teachers, but refuse to look at the homes the kids come from.
And a lot of them, I didn't say this in the other video, a lot of them look like fucking wildebeests. They're out of shape. All right. They all look like they're about to die any moment, or have an attitude, acting like they care. This is all an act. Okay, they act like they care, but they don't give a damn about their children. And the reason why they want to blame the school, because that's the logical thing in their heads. It could never be their fault. Oh, that could never happen. You see, this is why we gotta stay the fuck away from them, man. Straight up and down. But I'm gonna let it play on.
Taking responsibility.
But here it is. All right, for all you women out there, like, yeah, you men gotta do this. Here it is. Here is a man. Look like he's wise. Look like he has money. He got the voice for the job. All right, not. I mean, he don't have to have hood rich stuff, but he has. Okay, he's standing up, and look how you treat him.
For the bulls that's happening to our community, y'all gotta learn to stand down. y'all gotta stop it. It's not a war between us. It's not a war.
He said there's not a war between us. And here this he said there's no war between us. He come in peace. It's like that movie in the 80s. Real cheesy. I come in peace. But he's like, there's no war between us. Like, I'm here for you guys. And this is how they treat him.
Completely out of order. Now you see where the kids get it from? The black men, they're saying, hey, we're showing up. We want to get the community straight, basically take back over leadership after these feminists ran it in the ground. Mama been running the black community for decades now. You know, since daddy government put her on the payroll and she kicked the black man to the curb for the government. Don't get it twisted. The government had a diabolical plan. So sure, they're definitely co-defendants. They both worked together against the black man for decades, and this is how we ended up here. But you see, when black men even show up and try to get it right, they're disrespectful. They ignore his position as a black man, especially if he's telling them the truth and he's saying, as a community, black people gotta change. You can't just expect.
This is why we say fuck the community. Straight up. This is the response. See, oh damn, I didn't bring that out. If it was Pookie or Ray Ray, the community would be all for it. All right? And what I mean by Pookie and Ray Ray, I mean if it was a no good nigga, what was that guy's name in Baltimore? And the fucking hood went crazy for this nigga. You see? It says what? Slakia. Let me see if I can get it. I'm gonna use the other phone. He went out there. He tried his best. Just like he just wasted his fucking time. Is Isaiah. Yep, Isaiah 5:20 says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter." Oh, it's 23, but I'm gonna read down. It says, "Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, these bitches." All right, the community. It says, "And the prudent in their own sight." Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine. And what was that wine that she just make mention of? Feminism. Feminism is a fucking poison ass shit. And you seeing the results of it. Countless women who has no husband, have children, have attitudes, and what are these women are doing? All these women are doing the same goddamn thing, raising monsters. Okay, because they drunk that feminist bullshit. It says, and men of strong to say men of strength to mingle strong drink, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the rights of the righteous of my people. Take away the righteousness of the righteous from my people. So they justify the wicked. Okay, they don't mind the most common criminal, because the common criminals are the product that come from them. All right. Hey, I gotta say, Tupac had a song, "Dear Mama," which was dope at the time. But you have to ask your question, which was ironically funny. After he died, come to find out, Tupac's pops was still alive. Came to him before he died. Came to him when he was in the hospital in the first shooting. Look it up. He said he loves the song. He didn't even talk bad about the mother, but the mother couldn't stand him. And if you listen to that Dear Mama song, he's like, his father died and all this. He had a song, Papa Song. And this is the generation of people, because I grew up in that era. Everybody had a fucking daddy issue, but not realizing who was really behind it. All right, it was a black woman. The black woman kept Esau's narrative going. So when the man stands up, the first thing comes into her mind, where the fuck you was at? Like, wait a minute, I'm here. Like this man, I'm here. This is beyond this thing. And look what look how they treat this man.
For the educators at the school to be responsible for your kids' behavior. Their bad behavior starts at home. And by the way they're arguing with him over this, bucking up, we see exactly where the kids get it from. The kids are emotional just like them. They're irrational just like them. And they don't like to follow any type of order, just like them. And then they go out into the world, and ultimately the police and court system, they're all waiting to discipline them because they're out of order. But look, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm fighting for what's right, my brother. I'm a true law man, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to fight for what's right. Them slaves, once that lady get jumped on and they didn't do nothing.
Got shot. So they know. I'm done. Y'all deal with her.
Like I said, there's a delay. Look at this hippopotamus.
I'm done. Y'all deal with her.
And then all they did was just chase the man away. And all he did was trying to uplift them and so forth. But they didn't want it. This is what's fucking wrong with the quote unquote black community. All right? And out of all the quote unquote communities, you even got the Latin tribes that have an order. They keep family structure. So Judah, the tribe of Judah, they all fucked up in the head. All right? They all fucked up in the head. Let me get this right. Job 14:1. It says, "Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble." Everybody came from your father put your seed into your mama. Your mother carried you for 9 months. All men had this way. The one thing that all men didn't have, they was going to be raised up by their mamas. So women raise their children, both male and female, and the results is what we saw. 9-year-olds attacking a grown woman who was sickly and jumped her and her children. That's the results. All right? That's the results of that. And always when I go into this particular scripture, there was always a thing growing up as a child. When you get to 15, 16, you made it. Like that was a rite of passage because you was going to get killed out there. That's terrible. That's a terrible thing. And this is the only quote unquote culture that love to be criminals like this, man. This is fucking sickening. And who's ultimate the results of all this madness? A single black woman who produce majority of these monsters out there. He said he coming forth like a flower. So flowers are what? They beautiful, right? A woman get pregnant by a guy because he light skinned did, or he got good hair, right? the child got good hair, son or daughter, look how pretty my child is, and is cut down by what? By going out there and doing something stupid, and fleeth also as a shadow, and continue if not. So now you're reflecting of your child. He didn't make it because the way you raised him. Now, if there's some unfortunate things happen, there's some unfortunate things happen. We're still under the curses, but the majority of the time, women are responsible for bringing forth these monsters. All right, these emotional ass men, emotional, And all it does lead to death. Go to my favorite, Jeremiah 9. Okay. And 20. Work with me here. It says, yet hear the word of the Lord, O you women, and let your ear hear. Receive the word of his mouth. And how are you going to receive the word of the Lord's mouth? Believe it or not, the Lord's only dealing with the men of the nation of Israel. All right, no other. He deal with the men directly. So them shunning that man, he don't belong to none of them. That was their chance, and look how they chased them away. They was all combative, and it was a lot worse afterwards. They didn't jump them or nothing like that. But you can see the mere presence is not needed at that matter. All right. And it says, and teach your daughters wailing. Hey, don't teach your daughters how to twerk. Don't teach your daughters how to get a man caught up. Teach your to wail. Get familiar with wailing. Get familiar of being a sob story. Nobody's coming to save you. It says, and everyone her neighbor lamentation. For death has come up into our windows and is into our palaces to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets. And those little gremlins that did that to that woman, the water Yahabashim Shai, we are at the last generation. Because if they had made it, they wouldn't even make it till fucking past 18 years old. All right. Oh, and come to find out, all those nigglets were terrorizing. Prior to that jumping, they always terrorizing the whole neighborhoods and so forth. Yo, Jake is just, man, this is why Yahweh Shai have to get rid of 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Straight up. Straight up. Now you see why Elisha sent forth the 42, she killed off 42 children by sending 2 she bears on them. All right. Things like, oh, they kids. Yeah, you're right. They are kids. They're made to be sacrificed. And like the woman state, either you're going to discipline them or the government. The government. And a lot of you hoes don't even love your own children. We know. A lot of you hoes don't love your children. You love what they could bring you. Soon these government checks start not coming. All those women that was there to try to protest the school and for not protecting the woman's children, let's see how much they're gonna love them when that time comes. And like I stated in the last show, it's kind of ironic. Like the Lord has his eye on Chicago. He got his eyes on all wherever Israel's at. He got his eyes on them. And don't be surprised if the Lord sent forth the National Guard. This time, no mercy given. Okay? Let me end it off on this. Ezekiel 9:4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So it's the men of the Lord that's going to be crying about all the misuse that's being done. All right. All the wickedness that's around. It's only the men that's considering this, not you women. Y'all go with the flow. Y'all encourage this behavior. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, and so forth. Y'all encourage that shit. Y'all don't co-sign that shit. All right. And it says, and to the others he said in my hearing, oh yes, also the mark represent what? The Torah, exempt from judgment. So is the men who the Lord is concerned of, and is the men that the Lord is going to say, nope, don't touch him because he was not a part of it. So it will behoove you women, that you better hope and pray you find a man of the Lord. All right. And once you find that man of the Lord, don't be on that tip. You better follow suit. Okay? You better follow. And it says, and to the others he said in my hearing, go through ye after the death angels, go out there and get and go ye and after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Lo, I mean, sorry, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women. So you women are not exempt. You women are going to get the worst of it all, because you're responsible for the product that's out there. All right, them bitches show straight up and down that they are the enemies of the man. Straight up. So the Lord has his eyes always on Israel. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. So when that time comes, it's only going to be the elect of the nation of Israel that the Lord is going to be with in that day, in that moment. So, like I said, that being said, hey, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to bring heavy judgment onto his people. That being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.